Welcome back. The fear of outliving your money isn't a new concern, especially for retirees. According to the 2024 Allianz Life survey, 63% of respondents are worried about their financial longevity than dying. You heard that right. More people are worried about running out of money than they are of dying. Investment advisor Brian Morrow joins us today. Brian, what is your reaction to that?
Well, glad to be here today, Brianna. I think it's concerning. That statistic could be attributed to various factors, such as increased living costs, unexpected medical expenses, or inadequate retirement savings. And for these reasons and many others, it's more important now than ever to have a solid retirement plan. For anyone who is getting close to retirement, I think you should run a retirement analysis and get a good, clear picture if you have enough, and ask yourself if you have enough money to retire. And one of the first questions we're commonly asked from the folks we visit with is, do we have enough?
And Brian, according to that same survey, inflation emerged at the foremost concern, with 43% of those surveyed citing inflation as a major factor contributing to their financial worries. What are your thoughts on the current inflation of our country?
Well, Brianna, just yesterday in the Federal Reserve meeting, the Fed made it clear that they're just in no rush to cut interest rates. They want to see inflation steady or coming down before they make the move. Now, inflation fell slightly in May, and I think that overall prices are on track to stay steady or even lower. However, I'm still concerned about gas and grocery prices, as that's where a lot of our paycheck goes on a regular basis. And, it just makes sense that inflation is at the top of our list of concerns right now. And here's some things you want to consider when you're facing inflation. You want to look at your spending patterns and ask yourself, are you consistent? Which that ties into your budget, and ask yourself, do you have a good firm budget? And you got to look at your cost of living in different areas and communities and be strategic about where you live.
And another top concern for investors and retirees right now is the stock market and possible volatility with the election coming up. What's your advice for those investors?
Well, Brianna, the markets have been good so far this year, but there's always concerns, when we're in an election year. First of all, don't panic. Historically, markets perform well in election years. Dating back from 1928 all the way to 2016, the S&P averaged over 10% during election years. And you need to make sure that your investments are balanced and they line up with your risk tolerance. And, if you haven't done a risk assessment, you want to make sure you do that. And Brianna, you also want to maintain a long-term perspective with your investments rather than consistently reacting to the ups and downs of the market. You don't want to get emotional. We have to tell ourselves to not get excited when markets go up and not get nervous when the markets go down. You only experience the loss of a down market when you sell out. And historically, the markets recover if there's a downturn.
And Brian, anything else to help our viewers prepare for a long-term financial success and feel better about not running out of money?
Well, Brianna, you got to have a game plan for your investments and your retirement. Whether you're saving for a future retirement or if you're retiring real soon or you've been retired for years, it's always good to run an analysis and just to make sure that your finances are on track. And today we're offering a free in-depth retirement analysis for all of our viewers. In the retirement analysis, we answer the question of, do you have enough? Do you have enough to retire and continue in the retirement of your dreams? And also, we're offering a free complimentary copy of my book titled Smart Money for the Backside of Life for anyone wanting to set a visit. And in my book, Brianna, I discuss many different aspects of financial and retirement planning that folks deal with.
All right, make sure to text RETIRE to 915-233-2904 for your free retirement analysis. And if you set a visit to receive a copy of Brian's book, Smart Money for the Backside of Life, again, that number is 915-233-2904 and text RETIRE. You can also visit their website online at www.myrocapital.com. Thank you, Brian, as always.
Thank you, Brianna.